Welcome to Talking Real, the official, unofficial podcast of The Real KVO, where local politics isn't just messy. It's an all-you-can-eat buffet of bad decisions, contradictory statements, and, sea turtles?
Good evening, Manatee County. Strap in. Tonight, we're tearing apart the latest nonsense from our local circus. Consolidation bills, parking disasters, and of course, the Manatee County Country Club version of Bobby Boucher. Tonight's co-hosts are Mayors Tittlesworth and Crappy, proving you can't spell local politics without turtles and, crappy.
Thank you, Oz. Let me be clear. We have declared Anna Maria Island a sacred turtle ground. If this consolidation had passed, we'd be trampling home rule. And the turtles. And I like turtles.
Yes. Hello, everybody. As always, Rescinda Perry probably has a memo on this somewhere. I, support the mayors, but, you know, don't want to upset anyone. Especially. Yeah.
Hey guys, let's give it up for Will Robinson, the man whose mama says, life is like a parking lot on Anna Maria Island, sometimes full, sometimes empty, but always a political struggle.
Hey guys, hey, thanks for having me. Yeah, like as Mama always said, if you try to please the residents of Anna Maria Island, you'll just end up pissing off Jim Boyd. And let me tell you folks, sometimes you gotta choose which turtle to save first.
Okay, Will, I see the mama wisdom, but let's be real. That parking garage bill didn't exactly scream turtle-friendly, did it?
Exactly. Anna Maria Island is sacred turtle ground. You can't just slip a parking garage past home rule and expect anyone to applaud. Did I mention? I like turtles.
Yeah. And, Rescinda Perry probably has, a memo on that, too. But, you know, turtles first. Yeah.
Fair point, Will, but the people and the...
Turtles. Yes, I like turtles.
Yes, and the turtles. The people and the, turtles see right through that. Let's talk about what actually matters for the island residents. In this last episode of The Real KVO, we saw the residents were confused, the city councils were frustrated, and the turtles are probably judging us. Will, what exactly was the point of this bill that your character brought up?
Well, as Mama always said, sometimes you have to build a sandcastle before you know if the tide will take it. The idea was to provide options.
Options? Well, you're talking about trampling home rule and endangered turtles. I like turtles.
Yes, but our city attorney Rescinda probably has a flowchart for this. Somewhere between sandcastle and home rule.
Look, Mama always said, a turtle crossing the road doesn't stop progress. It just slows down traffic. That's what this bill was about. Development and progress.
Progress? Parking garages and consolidations aren't progress. They're bulldozers with paperwork. I like turtles.
So let me get this straight, Will. You're saying bulldozers, sandcastles, turtles, and traffic are somehow going to increase the quality of life for residents on Anna Maria Island?
Well, sure, quality of life. Mama always said, sometimes you gotta raise the roof before you raise the standards. And if we consolidate, it makes it easier for developers to,
Hold up, developers?
for residents. Yeah, residents who, just happen to want taller buildings and more, nightly stays on their properties.
Aha! There it is. This isn't about turtles. It's about turning Anna Maria into spring break Vegas. Hashtag, I like turtles.
Yeah. Rescinda probably has, a memo about...
So basically, Will, the bill was less about home rule and more about developer drool.
Well, I mean, Mama always said, sometimes when you open Pandora's box, you find a developer inside. And I never want to see inside Pat Neal's box again.
Cute story, Will. So basically, Anna Maria Island is a piñata, except when this piñata cracks open, it's not candy. It's zoning loopholes for developers?
Haha. Well, Mama always said sometimes when you crack open a piñata, you find opportunities. And by opportunities, I mean developers finally get to residents finally get more parking spaces. Yeah, parking spaces.
Parking spaces? More like bulldozers and beach chairs. And cabanas. I like turtles. Hashtag I like turtles.
All right, folks, that's our cue to sign off. We survived the first wave of Apaga, but the tides of nonsense never sleep. That's a wrap for tonight, folks. Protect your piñatas, defend your dunes, and
I like turtles.